going on, everybody? It's Dr. Delatoro. I hope and pray you're doing wonderfully well on today. Listen, man, I got something in my spirit I got to drop on y'all. I am really pumped and excited about this, and I really want you to go ahead and get your pen and paper ready because we're going to have a powerful, powerful conversation. So y'all know how we do. Do me a favor, share this broadcast. Share it out with as many people as possible because I really, really want to help you tonight. And I really want to help coach you to the next level. And I want to have a conversation with each and every one of you all about a subject that I'm really passionate about. And you all know that your healing journey matters to me, right? So I see y'all jumping on. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I really, really appreciate that. I want to have a powerful, interactive conversation with you tonight. And I want to talk to you about the importance of your healing journey and how powerful your healing journey is, specifically as it relates to every single one of us taking our lives to the next level. One of the things that I believe that stalls us from going to the next level in our healing journey is I think most of us ask really poor questions when we're going through a really tough time. How many of you all will admit to me sometimes, I want to make this interactive, y'all. How many of you all will admit to me sometimes that when you're going through something challenging or difficult, you tend to ask yourself disempowering questions? Go ahead and put some harps up. Go ahead and give me some comments. How many of y'all will honestly admit, let's own it. Let's have an interactive session. A lot of times when we're going through challenging times, difficult situations or circumstances, we tend to ask ourselves challenging questions. The problem with asking yourself bad questions when you're going through a tough time, y'all, is you prolong your healing, right? So that's why I want you to go to healingwithintegrity.com and subscribe right now to our free 6-part video series, because I really want to help you heal better. I want to help you heal from life's setbacks, life's challenges, life's disappointments a whole lot better and a whole lot faster. But in order to do that, family, we have to heal with integrity. In order to heal with integrity, you know what we got to do? We got to learn how to ask ourselves better questions, because I firmly believe that the majority of the questions that we ask ourselves, we're going through tough times, we're going through difficult situations and circumstances. Y'all, the questions are bad. The questions are faulty. The questions are whack. The questions are horrible. So I really want, why didn't y'all tell me on Instagram that my camera was backwards the whole time? I can't believe this. Anyway, hopefully y'all can see me now. Can you see my face now? Comment if you can see my face now real good. Come on, somebody, right? Y'all have my camera turned around backwards the whole time. Lord Jesus. All right, check it out. I believe that when we're going through difficult times, we ask ourselves really, really bad questions. Why people laughing at me on Instagram? Don't laugh at me too bad. Sorry about that. Good to see you, Jay. I love you, man. Can't wait to hang out with you in Cabo, brother. We're going to have an awesome time. Y'all, listen, if my camera's backwards, just let me know, y'all. I'm going live on Facebook and YouTube all at the same time, so don't judge me. We tend to ask ourselves bad questions when we're going through tough times. I want you to let me know if any of these questions sound familiar to you. When you were going through something difficult, let me ask you a question. Did you ever ask yourself any of these questions? What did I do to deserve this? I'm going to stop right there. How many of y'all have ever asked the question, what did I do to deserve this? I want you to write this down. If you ask your brain a question, it will give you an answer. And the problem is, most of us, y'all, our brain is going to answer and it's not going to be something that we want, because your brain is going to answer whatever question you ask it. So if you say, what did I do to deserve this? As soon as you say, what did I do to deserve this? You know what your brain's going to look around and say, what did you do to deserve this? And it's going to give you an answer. The problem is the answer that you get is not the answer that you really want. Am I right about this? Because you don't really want to know the answer to the question, what did I do to deserve this? What you are really trying to figure out is, why did this situation come into my life? But instead of asking that question, you're asking, what did I do to deserve this? Which has a built-in, write this down, family, it's got a built-in presupposition. The problem with a presupposition is that the brain already assumes that a presupposition is almost fact and it's almost true. So we have to shift the question. If you say, what did I do to deserve this? What that assumes is whatever you're experiencing is something that you deserved. And I'm here to tell you right now that you didn't deserve a lot of the stuff that you've experienced in your life. Come on, can I get some hearts and some comments on this one, y'all? Just because something happens to us doesn't mean that we deserved it. Are y'all with me? Come on, y'all. We got to heal with integrity. I want you to go to the page and make sure you subscribe. It's absolutely free to subscribe. I want you to subscribe to healingwithintegrity.com. Y'all, I am on a mission to help 1 million people across the planet heal better. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And I think one of the things that prolongs our healing, family, is we ask ourselves whack questions when we go through tough times. When we go through hard, difficult, challenging times that we can't figure out what's going on, we tend to ask ourselves bad questions. Y'all share this broadcast out. Do me a favor, share it out. It's really, really powerful. So let me ask you a question. When you say, what did I do to deserve this? And I know I've asked myself that question before. When I say, what did I do to deserve this? What it automatically assumes, the presupposition is, I did something wrong to deserve this coming into my life. Let me ask you a question. By doing something wrong for some challenge to come into your life, does that sound like a victim or does that sound like a victor? Y'all tell me. It sounds like you get to play the victim. Does that make sense? Come on. So if it's, what did I do to deserve this, right? Or here's another one, y'all. Why did this have to happen to me? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Come on, somebody. Have you ever asked, why did this have to happen to me, right? When you ask questions like, why did this have to happen to me? Or what did I do to deserve this, right? You're putting presuppositions in the statement that makes the answer to the question not put you in the driver's seat. So I need you to write this down, family. I want you to remember this for the rest of your life. This is so, exactly, the victim mentality. Come on, y'all. I need you to remember this for the rest of your life. This is so powerful. This is so good, right? There are two, you got two choices in life. You can either be at cause or you can be at effect. Please write that down. You can either be at cause or at effect. That's why I want you guys to go to healingwithintegrity.com right now and subscribe for free. And once you've subscribed, say, I've subscribed. Just put it in the comments, say, I've subscribed. There are only two positions you can take in life, at cause or at effect. I'm going to say that again. There's only two positions you can take in life, at cause or at effect. When you are at cause, that means you are acting on life and you're waiting for life to then respond to your action. You are at cause. Does that make sense? That means you're the one initiating. You're being proactive and you're acting on life, right? It means you get to be the victor. Now, when you're at effect, you get to be the victim because you're at the effect of some other cause. Does that make sense, everybody? This is so important. Well, Dr. Del Toro, why is this so important? It's epically important, friend, because you got to understand something powerful and profound. When you say, what did I do to deserve this? When you say, why did this have to happen to me? You are putting yourself at the effect of some other cause. Woo! And when you put yourself at the effect of some other cause, you're the victim. You're not the victor because you're not in control. But y'all, these are all choices that we get to make every single day. And y'all, the quality, Tony Robbins taught me this 25 years ago. The quality of the answers that we get in life are determined by the quality of the questions that we ask. So y'all, we have to learn how to ask ourselves better questions. So instead of, watch this. So instead of, why am I so stupid? How many of y'all have ever asked yourself that question before? Come on, y'all, can we just be honest tonight, y'all? I didn't come on here late at night just to pander with y'all. I came to be real. Can I get some real folks in the comments? Can I get some real folks to just holler at your boy? How many of y'all have ever asked yourself bad questions when you were going through a tough time? Come on, you can be honest with me. Have you ever asked that bad question like, what did I do to deserve this? Why did this have to happen to me? Watch this. Here's another one that has a massive negative presupposition into it. Why am I so stupid? If you ask your brain, come on, somebody, why am I so stupid? Your brain is going to give you an answer. And I promise you, you're not going to like the answer that your brain gives you. So, my friend, what we have to learn how to do is we got to really get more. I see you, sister. God bless you. I see you, Groove. I see you. God bless you. Appreciate you. So we have to learn how to become at cause instead of being at effect. And we have to ask smarter questions, Miss Jones. Because the more we ask, why am I so stupid? The brain can only respond with reasons why you're so stupid. So if you say, why am I so stupid? What is the presupposition in that? I'm so stupid. Why am I so gullible? Why do I always fall for bad men? Why do I always fall for fake women? You're building a negative presupposition into the question. So the outcome can only be negative. I'm going to clap for myself because y'all clearly don't. See, you have to learn how to ask yourself a better question because your brain will answer with mathematical exactitude. Write this down, family. Your brain with mathematical exactitude. I see you, Pastor John. I love you, man. Incredible episode on Dear Future Wifey, brother. Phenomenal. Hands up to you. Your brain will answer whatever question you ask it. So if you ask your brain, why am I so stupid? It's going to give you an answer. If you ask your brain, what did I do to deserve this? It's going to give you an answer. If you ask your brain, Why am I so horrible at picking men? It's going to give you answers to why you're so horrible. It's not going to give you positive answers to a negative question. There is no such thing as the brain giving you a positive. I need 10 people to shout tonight. There is no way. The brain cannot give you, I'm teaching y'all real good tonight. Your brain cannot give you a positive answer to a negative question. I'll wait for you. Come on, somebody. Come on. Your brain cannot give you a positive answer to a negative question. I need 100 hearts right there on Instagram right now. I need 100 hearts right there on Instagram right now. I need 100 hearts right there on Facebook, on YouTube, right there. Come on, somebody. Your brain cannot give you a positive answer to a negative question. And you wonder why you're stuck in depression. You wonder why you're stuck having low self-esteem and low value of yourself. It's because you're asking yourself bad questions. If you go to church service and have an incredible time, hear a great sermon, but you turn off the sermon and come home, and as you're driving home, you ask yourself a bunch of negative, disempowering questions, you're literally going right, you're undoing all the amazing work the Holy Spirit did in the service. So y'all, we have to stop. We got to pause, and we have to learn to ask ourselves better questions. This is one of the reasons why I created Healing with Integrity. I want every one of y'all to take just 2 seconds right now and go to healingwithintegrity.com and subscribe, y'all. I created 6 powerful videos just like what you're experiencing right now that you can only get when you go through our Healing with Integrity mini course. It's absolutely free. It's over $1,000. Y'all, I am a very, 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 very expensive coach, and I'm incredibly good at what I do. I'm one of the best on planet Earth at what I do. And while I'm not a relationship coach and I am not a dating coach, I am a peak performance expert. And I have studied the mind and I've studied the brain. And I have some very, 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 I'm going to say it like Liam Nielsen. I have a very, 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 very special set of skills that make me very dangerous to the enemy. Come on, somebody. And so I've learned a lot about life, and I've learned a lot about relationships and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm just sharing with you things that I really believe is going to help take you to the next level. So Dr. Del Toro, if watch this, and once you subscribe, just go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me know you subscribe to Instagram. I want to see I've subscribed all over it. Blessings all the way from Jamaica. I see you. Appreciate it. I want to see I've subscribed everywhere on Instagram, y'all. Come on, bring it on. I see it on YouTube. I see it on Facebook. Let's keep going, y'all. So listen, if asking bad questions is what a lot of us have been doing, how can we turn things around so that we can learn how to ask better questions? And I think that's a fabulous, fabulous question, okay? So what I want you to learn how to start doing, family, is asking yourself better questions when you go through challenging situations. When you go through storms and tribulations and things that you did not expect or anticipate, I want you to learn how to ask better questions. Another question that, watch this. Here's another really bad question. Why is God mad at me? Why? Okay, wait a minute. Who says that God is mad at you? Who says that because he sent you to the Red Sea, come on, somebody, that he's mad at you? Is it possible that he's sending you to a place that's going to allow you to walk across on dry land while it swallows up your enemy behind you? Come on, somebody. Who says that because he leads you to a difficult place, that's not the very place he's going to use to swallow up your enemy? So if you say, why is God mad at me? The presupposition is God is mad at you because you're going through a difficult time. So y'all, we have to understand, y'all, that guess what? Scripture says that the rain falls on the just and the unjust alike. Challenge, hardship, adversity knows no zip code, knows no area code, knows no socioeconomic status, knows no race, creed, gender, color, none of that stuff, y'all. At the end of the day, hardship is going to impact every single one of us. The question is, what are we going to do about it? The question is, how are we going to rebound from it? And the question is, how are we going to use better questions to help us heal with integrity? I want every one of y'all to go to healingwithintegrity.com, and I want you to subscribe because I really want to help you heal better. And y'all, part of the problem that we have is not just what we go through. Part of the problem that we have are the questions we ask ourselves as we go through it. Because here's the truth. Let's be honest, family. When you succeed, you coast. But when you fail, you ponder. Woo! It's ridiculous up in here tonight. Come on, y'all. Can I get 10 people to be a witness with me? When you succeed, you coast. Come on, Riddle. But when you fail, come on, color your emotions, you ponder. When you succeed, everything's great, you chilling. But when you fail, and when things don't work out the way you want, thought, expected, or anticipated, or set themselves up to, you say, And it's in the pondering, it's in the questioning, it's in the analysis of what the heck did I do? Come on, somebody, where the real work begins. Right, Jay? Exactly. It's in that self-talk where we say, man, because see, watch this. It is natural cognitive phenomenon to question. So questioning is not the issue, family. It's the types of questions that we're asking. So stop asking yourself negative, disempowering questions. And I want you to shift over to some better questions. First question I want you to ask that's a better, more profound question is, why did God trust me with this trouble? Somebody write that down in the comments for me. This is why you got to subscribe to healingwithintegrity.com. You got to subscribe to healingwithintegrity.com because I put 6 gangster videos in there. That's a double click on the content I covered in the Dear Future Wifey podcast with my main man, Laterris Whitfield. Absolutely epic episode that will transform your life. So you get 6 powerful videos from me, absolutely free, when you go to healingwithintegrity.com. So subscribe while you're still watching this. Just while you're still watching this right now, go ahead and pull up another browser and subscribe right now, and go ahead and put it in the comments. Let me know you did subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. So powerful. Hey, I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but I appreciate you saying that this is deep. This is good. Let's keep going. So why did God trust me? Come on, somebody, with this trouble, right? Scripture says this: we're delivered by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So here's the truth. I believe that God chooses certain ones of us. Think about it. God asked the enemy, God asked Satan, have you considered my servant Job? He asked him, listen, because the enemy was going around, he was trying to find somebody to mess with. And so God stopped him and said, hey, wait a minute. Have you considered my servant Job? Because he knew that Job would be faithful. Job went through his valley experience. He didn't curse God and die like his wife told him to do. He said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And he ended up getting double for his trouble. So what's the point and what's the lesson, family? The lesson is this: why did God pick me to go through this particular experience? What is it about my life experience? What is it about my background, my business? What is it about my personality, my style? What is it about the following that God has entrusted to me? That watch this, that if I go through this and I go through it and I heal with integrity, he will allow something to not come to my life, but rather come through my life to bless someone else. Who is waiting on the other side of this particular catastrophe? See, people are watching how you're going through failure. Woo! Who am I talking to tonight? I need y'all to holler at me, man, because I'm looking at a camera lens. But I only know this is reaching you if you holler back at me. Who am I talking to? Y'all, do y'all realize that people are watching you right now? They're watching. Okay, I'm gonna say it different. I'm unglued on here tonight, y'all. I'm unglued. I hear you. I see you, Cheryl. I'm unglued. Y'all, watch this. Can I help you with something? Your children. I need some hearts. I need some likes, some thumbs up. Let me know I'm in the right direction. Watch this, y'all. Your children are watching you right now. Your children are watching how you go through what you go through, and you need to let your children see you fail better. You need to let your kids see you heal with integrity. Because guess what? Your kids aren't going to learn it anywhere else. You tell me where in our school system our children learn how to bounce back from failure. You tell me where in our school system our children learn how to heal with integrity. You tell me in our school system where our children learn how to bounce back from heartache. You tell me where in our school system our children learn how to fail forward. They don't. My daughters have seen me fall flat on my face. And guess what? They get up every single time because they say, man, Dad, I saw you fall flat on your face. But guess what? You got up the next day and you kept pushing forward. Our children are watching us. Your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, the people that can't stand you in your industry are watching to see how you bounce back from adversity. So my question is to you, family, is how are you rebounding from what you go through? See, it's amazing to me. Children, when a child first learns to walk, right, they kind of wobble on their hands and wobble on their feet till they get up, and then as soon as they get up, they fall right back down. And not a single adult, not a single solitary adult that's watching that baby learn how to walk for the first time says to the baby, oh, just stay down. You just go ahead and stay down. Go ahead, just stay down. No. We don't say that. We tell that baby to get back up again. We tell that child to get back up again. And I'm sitting here telling you that it's time for you to get back up again. Because there's people watching you go through what it is that you're going through. There's people right now watching you fail. There's people watching you go through your hardship, that last breakup, that last divorce, that bankruptcy, that financial setback. There's people studying how you're going through it to learn lessons, because y'all, you don't learn failure in school. Failure is something that we're taught all of our lives that we never learn in school. I'll wait for you. I'm gonna clap for my daggone self. I don't wait for audiences to clap. I don't wait for people on social to clap for me. I clap for my daggum self. I pat my daggum self on the back because I know my stuff is good. I know my stuff is gangster. And when you know your stuff is solid, you don't have to wait for outside validation. Come on, somebody. I keep clappers in my office to celebrate my daggum self. Multiple colors, multiple shapes and sizes. Come on, somebody. And you need to learn how to celebrate yourself more too. You need to learn how to celebrate yourself more, y'all, because we as high achievers, y'all, we don't celebrate ourselves enough. Why? Because we're so busy leading while we're bleeding. I'll wait for you. I don't know why I'm on this tonight. We're so busy leading while we're bleeding. And we're bleeding because we haven't healed with integrity. How do I know you haven't healed with integrity? Because you haven't admitted what really has hurt you. Most high achievers do not heal with integrity, not because we don't believe in integrity, but we don't take the time to heal because we lead while we bleed. Most of us don't take a time out, to take a sabbatical, to really, really work on what hurt us because we're so busy going on to the next thing, the next accomplishment, the next achievement, the next milestone. We're too busy trying to convince people that we're fine when we're really hurt. And it's okay to admit that last situation hurt you. It's okay to admit that last thing hurt you. What they did hurt. What they did disappointed you. What they did left you feeling empty. It depleted you. It challenged you. It upset you. And until we can authentically own that family, we can't heal with integrity. Because you know what we do? Let me ask you a question. If you get into a car accident, even if it's a minor car accident, what do they automatically make you do? Do they pick you up? Let me ask you a question, family. I'm gonna get into your Kool-Aid. See, watch this. You're not gonna like this one. If you get into a car accident, even if it's a minor car accident, do they drive you to a mentor's house to make sure you get checked out? No. Do they drive you to a best friend's house to make sure you get checked out? No. Do they drive you to mom and daddy's house to make sure you get checked out? No. They take you to a hospital where professionals who have been trained for decades can do an assessment on you and make sure that physically, externally, and internally, you are okay from that wreck, that crash, that accident. So it amazes me how we are allowed and we're expected to go to a professional when there's a car accident, when there's a car crash, when there's a collision. But when there's an emotional accident, a spiritual collision, a financial catastrophe, a relationship setback, come on, somebody. We go through train wrecks financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, and we get up from the accident and act like nothing happened. And you are hemorrhaging internally. And guess what? Nobody knows. Why? Because you put on your St. John dress, you put on your Armani suit, you get in your same beautiful vehicle, you post on Instagram like everything's great because you got the same Louis Vuitton bag, you got the same nice Gucci watch, you got all the accoutrements that make it look like everything is fine. If I'm talking to you, high achiever, I need you to holler back at me and say, Dr. D, you talking to me. I need you to put it in the comments and say, Dr. D, you're talking to me. Y'all, the truth is we have to get more honest and we got to get more real about the things that impact us. And that's why it's important that we go to a good quality trained mental health professional to make sure that we are good. Sometimes and part of the reason why I like going to therapy is just to make sure that my therapist says, you know what, you're thinking on the right track. You have every right to feel the way you feel. And I understand that a lot of us are not, we're nervous or we're scared, we're afraid to go to a therapist or go to counseling. And some of y'all have been through therapists before or a counselor, and it was a whack therapist. It was a whack counselor. That don't count. Just because you go to a whack restaurant doesn't mean you never go to restaurants again. Just because you go to a whack church doesn't mean that you don't go to church again. Just because you hear a whack artist go at a concert doesn't mean you don't go to concerts anymore. But some of y'all have been to a whack therapist one time, and so you say therapy is bad because that one situation is bad. No, you know what that's called in psychology? That's called making a singular incident global phenomenon. I'll wait for you. I'm gonna wait for you. I'm waiting for you, David. Come on, somebody. I'm waiting for you, Cheryl. I'm going to say it again. Every single time, come on, family, every single time you take a singular incident and you broad brushstroke that singular incident and say it applies to everybody, you're taking a singular incident and you're making it global phenomenon. Be careful the mental leaps you make. Be careful the mental jumps you make, Janelle. Be careful. Come on. When we make a massive jump like that, be careful what you believe. Therapy is a beautiful thing. Mental health awareness is a beautiful thing. Y'all, let's work on all of the things that we got to work on. Let's get all the work in. And it starts by us asking ourselves better questions. I said this earlier and I'm going to say it one more time. Y'all, make sure you go to healingwithintegrity.com right now. I need to see more of you all go to healingwithintegrity.com right now and subscribe so you can get more of this. Y'all, we got Marvin online, who's a therapist. And he's agreeing with what I'm talking about right now, y'all. It is so vitally important, y'all, that we check in and stop thinking that mentors and coaches and friends are mental health professionals. They are not. You're putting too much on pastors. Come on, y'all. College friends, roommates, y'all. You're totally putting way too much on people that have not gone to school for this stuff. So y'all, let's do the work. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Y'all, let's do the work. And let's support the good, strong mental health professionals out there that are doing great work to help us heal with integrity. I want you to subscribe right now, healingwithintegrity.com. Just go to healingwithintegrity.com. I want to ask you one or two more questions. Are y'all enjoying this? I just need you to fire off in the comments if you're enjoying this, if this is really good. Who's coming in my life? Come on, somebody, that will benefit from the lessons I can teach them. That's another question I want you to ask yourself. Who's coming in my life who will benefit from the lessons I can teach them as a result of this right here? So here's why this question is so important, y'all. Here's why this question is so important. I'm going to take a quick station break, y'all. I'm not sure if you guys know this, y'all, but this year represents 20 years that I've been full-time as a speaker. This year makes 20 years that I've been full-time as a speaker, family. And listen, I am hosting a 20-year anniversary of being in business full-time. I'm 46 at the time of this broadcast. I'm 46 and I look good. Come on, somebody. But I've been a full-time speaker for 20 years. So on July 18th in Orlando, Florida, I'm doing a really, really special black tie gala to celebrate 20 years in business. I've never celebrated the anniversary of my business in my entire speaking career. And I'm doing it for the first time this year. And it's an open to the public event. I want you to go to my Instagram page, click on the link in our bio, and grab yourself some tickets to come to our gala. I love all this online stuff. It's amazing. It's incredible. But I want to see you in person. I want to see you in person, and I want to wrap my arms around you. I want to give you a hug. I want to high five you. So I want you to put July 18th on your calendar and come hang out with us in Orlando for healing, for our powerful 20-year anniversary gala that we're doing on Tuesday night, July 18th. There's some big things happening for us in the month of July, and I want to see you in person on Tuesday night, July 18th. It's a 4.5-hour gala, live band, music, amazing food, a roast, comedy, you name it. It's going to be a Cirque du Soleil show. It's going to be a phenomenal time, and I want to see you there. So you can check out the link in our bio for all that good stuff. It's going to be awesome. I did that so some of y'all could subscribe, and I see a bunch of y'all saying subscribe. Very good. Let's jump back in. Who's coming in your life? And I'll be done in about 5 minutes. I hope you're enjoying this. Subscribe, family. healingwithintegrity.com. And do me a favor, while you're enjoying this, just text 4 or 5 people, say, go to healingwithintegrity.com. I want you to enjoy these videos with me that Dr. Del Toro created. I want you to share these videos with 5 or 6 people and let them be blessed by this content too. My goal is to help 1 million people on this planet heal with integrity. And I need you to help me with that goal, y'all. I can't reach 1 million people by myself, but with you, we can get to 1 million folks. Does that make sense? Second question I want you to ask yourself when you're going through challenging times is, who's coming in my life or who's already in my life who can benefit from the lessons I learned from this? My friend, I need you to understand something powerful. The nanosecond you learn from a challenging experience in your life, it's no longer failure. It's now a life lesson. The nanosecond that you learn from what it is that you went through, it's no longer a failure. It's now a life lesson. So let me ask you a question. When you think back over some of the challenging times that you've had in your life, is there something that you've learned about money as a result of that? Is there something you've learned about God as a result of that? Is there something you've learned about people as a result of that? Is there something you've learned about yourself as a result of that? Is there something that you've learned about love as a result of that? Is there something that you've learned about forgiveness as a result of that? Is there something that you've learned about patience as a result of that? Is there something that you've learned about wisdom as a result of that? Is there something that you've learned about business as a result of that? Find some lesson in the pain that you've been through. There's got to be some lesson, family. And the moment that we can process what we went through from the standpoint of a lesson, woo! Come on, somebody. The nanosecond we can say, listen, there's a lesson in all of this. It's no longer failure. It came into your life to teach you something. Every adversity is a teacher in disguise. Woo! Good God have mercy. Y'all, I'm saying all kind of stuff I never said before. I'm saying it again. Every adversity is a teacher, an educator. Every adversity is a teacher in disguise. So what lesson is that thing trying to teach you? And watch this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave you alone. Some of y'all keep flunking the same test. You keep flunking the same test because the test comes wrapped in a name and a physique that you like, and you don't pass the test. So guess what? Life presents you with the same test, changes names, physique is the same, temperament is the same, and you fail that test again. And guess what? So y'all, we keep attracting the same thing over and over again in relationships because we haven't realized that in order to change the mate, we got to start by changing the bait. We're using the same tactics and we wonder why we keep catching the same fish. Some of y'all have dated the same person 10 times. They've changed faces and names, but it's the same thing. Peel back the booty, peel back the abs. It's the same thing. It's the same pathology. It changes faces and names, but it's the same test because guess what? Your life is going to keep presenting you with that same test until you pass the test. And here, who am I talking to tonight, y'all? I just need you to make some noise if I'm talking to you. Life will present you with the same test. And y'all, sometimes it's not even relational. Sometimes it's business. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes it's emotional. But guess what? Life will keep presenting you with that same test over and over again until you pass it. And watch this. Can I put this on you and leave you alone? We get mad at God when we're in the middle of these tests, Harper. But what we don't understand is that the teacher is silent when you're taking a test. In grade school, when it's time for the test to be given out, the test is given out, the teacher goes to the front. The teacher isn't giving instruction during the test. The teacher is silent during the test. So we get mad because we feel like God's not talking to us during the test. He's not talking to you because the teacher is silent during the test. I'll wait for you. I'll wait. I'll wait. Come on, somebody. Subscribe. HealingWithintegrity.com. I'm telling you. Tina, appreciate you so much. Come on, Largo. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. Y'all, at the end of the day, we got to process the adversity that we've gone through better. We got to ask ourselves better questions. Who's coming in my life that can benefit from what I've gone through? Why did God trust me with this trouble? That's a better question. Come on, somebody. Does that make sense? Did this need to happen? Here's another question. Did this need to happen to make me a better person for something or someone coming in my future? Woo! Did this need to happen? Come on, somebody, to make me a better person for someone who's coming in my future? Did this need to happen? Maybe it needed to happen. Y'all, every one of you all who have heard about me for the first time as a direct result of the Dear Future Wifey broadcast, you would not necessarily, y'all, if I did not go through hell in February of this year, if I didn't go through emotional hell in February of this year, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So the Healing with Integrity movement wouldn't even exist right now. Come on, somebody. That's right. That's right, Tawana. Who am I supposed to serve as a result of what I've learned from going through this? See, those are better questions. That's a more empowering question. I want somebody to type in an empowering question in the comments. I dare you to type in an empowering question in the comments. Journal about a better question that you can ask yourself. What if you ask this? What if you ask yourself this question? How will I be better on the other side of this? See, that's a good question. Whose hurt can I now identify with because I've gone through this? See, some of us, y'all, we didn't have enough street credibility because we hadn't gone through enough stuff. But once you've gone through a lot of stuff, you now have more street credibility with certain people who you couldn't identify with previously. So whose hurt, whose pain can I now identify with because I've gone through this? Am I helping anybody tonight? Come on, somebody. Y'all, we have to learn how to ask. Come on. What is this challenge trying to teach me? Come on, somebody. That's a great question. What is this challenge trying to teach me? Because y'all, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna leave you alone. The truth is, there's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. That's another one, y'all. Can y'all just put these in the comments because they're so ridiculous, right? Come on, somebody. Right. Come on, somebody. How will God purpose this pain? I love that question. How is God going to use this one? Y'all, if you had asked me in February, would God have used what he used me, what I went through in February, like he's using it right now in April, May, June, July? Are you kidding me? I had no earthly clue. I had no earthly clue in February that the Dear Future Wifey podcast even existed. I didn't know it existed in February. But I went through heartbreak, had no clue what God was going to do. So I'm sitting here, I'm going to tell you the same thing that one of my mentors and dear friends, Les Brown, tells me. You don't know enough about your future to be that negative. You don't know what God is up to. Come on, somebody. I'm going to say it again. You don't know enough about your future to be that negative. You don't know what God is up to in your life. Am I helping anybody? Come on, y'all. This is so important. Whose hurt can I now identify with because I've gone through this? Whose hurt can I now identify with because I've gone through this? Yeah. You can now relate to a whole new flock of people that you never thought you were going to be able to connect with because of this here experience. Maybe he sent you through something financial. Watch this. And I said this to you earlier. There's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. Watch this. Write that down for me, y'all. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. So maybe that relationship not working out gave you feedback that you need to value yourself more in order to attract a higher caliber person. Come on, somebody. Maybe your bank account is giving you feedback. You're not broke. It's just giving you feedback that says, I need more streams of income. I need to use my creativity more. I'm trading time for money. I don't have enough passive income streams. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. Am I blessing you tonight? Come on, somebody. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. See, this is the stuff that we get into. This is the stuff that really is going to take you to the next level. See, this. How many of you all would love? Because y'all, the reason why I'm putting this whole Healing with Integrity thing together is because I'm gonna put together a live event soon. Because I feel like we need to meet in person. How many of you all already know that you want to spend some time with Dr. Del Toro live in person. Come on, just I feel like we need some in-person time. I need to get my hands around you and shake you until you get it. But we're gonna learn today. We're gonna get some healing on this year. We are not carrying stuff over. It is time that we connect at a deeper level. Is this making sense, everybody? Come on, somebody. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying to you? So listen, y'all. I just wanted to jump on here and add value tonight. I hope and I pray and I know that this is really, 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 really resonating with you guys. So go to healingwithintegrity.com, subscribe. Absolutely, absolutely transform your life. Some of y'all saw me at the Offer Mastery Live event. She was like, it was insane. People said, Dr. Del Toro, your presentation at that conference was disrespectful. It was so ridiculous. That's a great compliment. I'll receive it. I appreciate it. Y'all, I just wanted to come on here and add value tonight. I had no script. God told me to come on live. I had no script. I just wanted to offer value. And God told me to come on and help you to learn how to ask better questions. That's the only direction he gave me. And what just transpired is a direct result of me clicking the thing on to say live and talking about how you could learn how to heal with integrity by learning how to ask yourself better questions. Part of what's causing us so much injury, family, is that we can leave therapy sessions, we can leave church sessions, we can leave mentorship sessions and coaching sessions, and we can leave online sessions like this. But if in your private time, while you're taking a shower, while you're using the restroom, while you're in the bed at night looking up at the ceiling fan, if you're asking yourself disempowering questions in those lonely, isolated moments when it's just you and God, all the work that you're doing with your therapist, your friend, your coach, your mentor, your counselor is for naught. So I just wanted to jump on here tonight and encourage you in your private time to ask yourself, you fill in the blank for me. Ask yourself, fill in the blank, fill in the blank. My number one ask is that you learn how to ask yourself better what? Put it in the comments. Every one of y'all, ask yourself better. I'm gonna wait for the first person to get it. First person to get it. The whole goal with tonight was to teach you how to ask yourself better what, y'all? Better questions. Come on, somebody. I want everybody to put it in there. Everybody, I want you to put the comment in there. Ask yourself better questions. And when you're talking to your friends and you hear your friends asking those bad questions, I want you to stop them and say, what's a better question that we get? Dr. Del Toro, if he was here in the backseat of this beautiful car, he would, come on, Kamisha, he would encourage us, he would admonish us to ask a better question in this moment. I jumped on with no script tonight, just to add value. And I hope that this blessed your life in a special way tonight. Do me a favor, y'all. Go over to YouTube when you're done with this broadcast. If you have not already subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go to healingwithintegrity.com and subscribe for our incredible 6-part video series, which will bless your whole soul. You're going to take so many notes, it's not even funny. It's my give. I'm giving it to you because I believe in you. And I want to help you heal with integrity. And I want y'all to tell at least 5 people. When you get off this broadcast, Felicia, I just want you to text 5 of your friends and say, hey, there's this dude out there named Dr. Del Toro. He's the real deal. And he's helping people all across the planet to heal with integrity. Go to healingwithintegrity.com and have them subscribe. I want you to enjoy those videos and tell Lottie and Dottie and everybody about them so they can subscribe as well. Go over to YouTube, y'all. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/Delatoro. youtube.com/Delatoro. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do Motivational Mondays every Monday at 12 noon Eastern. We go live on YouTube, so come join us over there as well. We got our 20-year anniversary coming up July 18th in Orlando, Florida. I'd love to meet you in person. Come celebrate with me, y'all. 20 years in business. I'm 46. That means I went full-time as a speaker at 26 years old, and I've been a full-time paid professional speaker all over planet Earth ever since then. Over 4,000 documented talks all over planet Earth. I've written 8 best-selling books, television, every network you could imagine. We've been on it multiple times. I'm one of the only authors to be on NBC's The Today Show 5 times in the same year for the same book. I'm so incredibly grateful, y'all. And so we're celebrating 20 years of global impact. So if you can join us for our 20-year anniversary gala, the link is in our Instagram bio. Please check us out for that. And if you're watching this and you're a speaker, author, coach, influencer, and you want to take your public speaking and presentation skills to the next level, I encourage you to join me for my upcoming 3-day boot camp. It's coming up in August, and that's called Crush the Stage. You can go to crushthestage.com. That's crushthestage.com to learn all about that. Yes, I will be saving this live. Latricia, I will be saving it and broadcasting it. I promise you I will. I will save this live, y'all, and I will broadcast it immediately. So I appreciate you all for asking and requesting it. All right. God bless you all. I hope you had a good night tonight. Please do yourself a favor. Be gentle with yourself. Love on yourself. Go grab a journal and reflect on what we just talked about, right? And subscribe to Healing with Integrity so you could be hearing more of my content as soon as this broadcast is over, all right? And if you're enjoying the content, please tell 5 folks about it. That's all I ask. Apply what you learn and tell 5 folks about it so they can get the healing that they need to. We all need healing. Healing is an ongoing process. You're never done. It's always an ever-evolving process. So God bless you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for logging on and connecting with me tonight. It's 11:45, but y'all been rocking with me strong, so I appreciate it. God bless you all, and I cannot wait to connect with each and every one of you all super soon. I believe that what comes from the heart reaches the heart, and I believe the reason why you're still watching, you're dialed in, is because you feel my heart. I want nothing but the best for you. That's a promise, and that's a guarantee. Ask yourself better questions, and you will get better answers. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.